That canopy at the gas station isn't there to protect you from the rain. It's there to stop you from blowing up. $200,000, just steel and installation. And for 50 years, no station had one. After this video, the next time you get gas, you'll look up at least once. Because behind the steel frame you pass under every day, but never think to question, there's a century of engineering hiding in plain sight. $200,000. A gas station canopy costs around $200,000. Just the steel and installation. Electrical and signage not included. $200,000, just so you don't get wet in the rain. When gasoline is being pumped, invisible vapors rise the moment your tank opens. Wind can carry those vapors in any direction. Toward a hot engine, toward a static spark. The open gaps along the edges of the canopy are there to direct the vapor up and out, so it doesn't pool at ground level. The canopy isn't a sealed box, it's a controlled airflow system. Next time you're under one, look up. You'll see nozzles pointing down. That's an automatic fire suppression system. The moment thermal sensors detect a fire, they release a chemical agent and cut the fuel line. Active 24/7. If you've noticed them, drop it in the comments. Most people never look up. That canopy isn't there to protect you from rain. It's there to protect you from blowing up. But the really strange part is the height. Not your car. Gas station canopies sit between 14 and 16 feet off the ground. Everywhere. From Montana to Florida, they're all roughly the same. Your car only needs about 2 feet of clearance, so why that high? Because that height wasn't calculated for your car, it was calculated for fuel tankers, trucks standing 13 to 14 feet tall. A station that can't receive its own fuel delivery shuts down. The height is set to clear the tallest vehicle that needs to get in. But the height has another function, and nobody thinks about it. In the middle of an Arizona summer, asphalt surface temperatures pass 160 degrees. Inside those pumps are touchscreens, card readers, sensors, all outdoors in direct sunlight. Without shade, those electronics fail early. Screens go dark, card readers malfunction. Every failure means maintenance costs. The canopy protects those electronics from the sun. It protects you too. But what it's really protecting is the station's wallet. And when night falls, the job isn't over. Because there's another system running underneath that canopy. The biggest sign. A gas station runs at midnight too. And evenly lighting an outdoor pump area in the dark isn't as easy as you'd think. You could put floodlights on a pole. But floodlights create hard shadows. One side bright, the other side dark. Security cameras can't get a clear image. Customers can't read the pump screen. If something spills on the ground, nobody notices. The canopy solved that. Lights mounted underneath point downward, bounce off the flat surface, and spread evenly across the entire area. Same logic as an office ceiling. A flat, low surface distributes light. The canopy does the same thing outdoors. But here's where it gets interesting. Those colored panels on the edges of the canopy, Shell's yellow, BP's green, Chevron's blue, are legally classified as signage in most cities. Which means the canopy is also the station's biggest billboard. You can tell which station you're approaching from a quarter mile away without reading a single word. Color is enough. Tell me the color of your nearest station. Do you know it without reading the logo? And the size, height, and color of those panels are all controlled by local sign ordinances. The reason a Shell in Texas looks like a Shell in Ohio isn't company preference. It's the law. The most expensive sign the station owns is the canopy itself, and most customers don't even see it as a sign. But all of these systems, vapor, height, lighting, signage, don't answer one question. For 50 years, gas stations operated without any of them. There was no canopy, so what changed? 5 problems, 1 frame. From the 1920s to the late 1940s, gas stations operated without canopies. 50 years. Because there was no need. You pulled in and an attendant in a uniform walked out. He pumped your gas, washed your windshield, checked your oil, and took your money. You never got out of your car. You never stood in the rain. You never came in contact with vapor. The attendant handled everything. Then, in 1947, a station owner in Los Angeles, Frank Urich, tried something new. Self-service. The customer pumps their own gas and saves 5 cents per gallon. He sold over 500,000 gallons in the first month. The idea spread. By the 1970s, self-service was everywhere. Attendants disappeared. Costs dropped. Prices got cheaper. Ever seen a station that still has an attendant? Drop it in the comments. But there was something nobody accounted for. The customer was now standing outside, alone, holding a fuel nozzle, in whatever weather happened to be there. At midnight, in the rain, in the summer heat. When the attendant left, 5 problems showed up at once. Vapor control, height clearance, lighting, signage, and customer protection. One steel frame solved all 5. The canopy didn't arrive as a luxury. It arrived to fill the gap the attendant left behind. And that gap never closed. Today, over 90% of fuel sales in the United States happen through self-service. Every single one under a canopy that stands as proof the attendant never came back. Look up. Next time you're getting gas, look up. That canopy isn't there for the rain. It directs vapor, suppresses fire, clears trucks, protects electronics, lights up the night, and tells you which brand you're approaching before you've read a single word. All inside one steel frame. All started the day the attendant left. A century of engineering packed under one roof. And when it works right, you don't even notice. That's how good engineering always works. You never notice it. We don't give you information here. Information is everywhere. Encyclopedias, news channels, documentaries. We do something different. We pull back the curtain on the invisible systems behind the things you see, touch, and use every single day. We keep asking, why does this work this way? Long after most people have stopped wondering. If that way of looking at the world makes sense to you, like the video and subscribe to the channel.